We're joined here in studio by James McBride, financial advisor with the McBride Group. A whole lot to get to here. Let's start with the president taking aim at Fed Chairman Jerome Powell today, suggesting he is somehow an enemy of the American people. How unusual is this to have the president going after the Fed chair?
I think it's unheard of. Even when a president like the first President Bush was highly critical privately of Greenspan, his Fed chairman, in fact, he believed that Greenspan cost him that election, he never said anything publicly. And to refer to the Fed chairman, who this president appointed, as an enemy is just beyond strange.
What sort of message does it send to investors on Wall Street when you have the president and the Fed chair, sort of, I guess you can call it, locked in some sort of a feud or a dispute over interest rate policies?
Yeah, quite frankly, it's unnerving. And we've seen the stock market fall for 4 weeks in a row. And even though the underlying economy, I believe, is very strong, it is unsettling to have the president criticize in public the Fed chair, again, that he appointed. It's very strange.
Yeah, this is a man he did appoint. The president wants the Fed to lower interest rates a full percentage point, so going from 2.25% down to 1.25%. Isn't that a pretty drastic move to take when the economy is not in recession right now?
That's exactly right. And what the Fed is doing then, if they did that, they'd be giving up a lot of what they call their dry powder, which is their ability to come in and provide liquidity if the economy does go backwards. It seems to be, in my opinion, that the president is pinning all of his reelection hopes on a good economy, and he seems to be striking out at any person or event that might impact the good economy. The strange thing is that the economy is incredibly good.
Yeah, that is what is, a lot of folks are trying to make sense of here. We have, obviously we have strong unemployment numbers. We have low unemployment. We have strong figures when it comes to consumer spending. But at the same time, we also have a lot of folks talking about these indicators with the economy pointing toward the possibility of a recession. Seems to be what the president is worried about. Are we headed in that direction? How concerned are you as an investor?
Well, I'm not that concerned, but boy, I'm not an economist. And there was just a poll taken last week where 3 out of 4 economists did say that they believe a recession is on the horizon in 2021. By the same token, Mr. Monahan, the CEO of Bank of America, pointed out that the consumer is very strong. B of A clients alone have spent something like $2 trillion this year. Yeah. And we do have low inflation. We have good wage numbers. And our economy, I don't think people understand just how big it is. We often say that consumer spending is 2/3 of our GDP. Yeah. And we're in a $21 trillion economy. Well, 2/3 of $21 trillion is the size of the Chinese economy.
So strong fundamentals with the economy, but why are so many people talking about a recession? Is it simply because of this trade war with China we have going on?
You're exactly right. It's as simple as that. And the people, I think there's a concern that there's not a lot of stability in the decision-making of the United States.
And there certainly doesn't seem to be a whole lot of light at the end of the tunnel in terms of trying to work out some sort of resolution with China.
It's hard to believe this is going to be resolved before the next election.
All right. James McBride with the McBride Group. Always appreciate your insight. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.